Hey everybody, today we are getting into Capricorn. I am one of you, definitely a Capricorn sun, and we're gonna get right into the tea. You know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing Lady London. What is it giving? That song Giving by Lady London. When I mention these songs, you guys go listen to it. It might be a message in there for you. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And North Node. This one's coming so good. Okay. So you have the Emperor in reverse. You have the Three of Swords in reverse. You have the Seven of Swords upright. Ace of Cups upright, and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Spirit, can you make this a little bit clearer? Okay, Seven of Cups. I asked for clarity and got a hard time making a decision. Okay, that's the energy. The Hangman. Okay, so I just heard I ain't going back. Okay, so in the when my initial pull is always for you know, relevant past and present, and so what I'm getting is like, this is like past energy. Seven of Cups is giving present energy. Clarify this Three of Swords, please and thank you. Funny, I was thinking Four Swords. Four Swords on the bottom of the deck. We have the Lovers in reverse, and you have the Two of Cups. So what I'm getting is, for a lot of you, you poured a lot of yourself and energy into people, and yeah, it just wasn't, it wasn't a good idea. You poured yourself into a lot of people, or like you know, made a lot of plans with people in mind that had this Seven of Swords energy for you. And it's like, I'm getting now, it's like, even after all of that you've been through, you're like trying to decide, should, you know, what to do. And you see, I was like, there's that snake up under the cup. And it's funny because what's really catching my eye is that the one that he's clearly leaning towards, it's more like clear over there. But he's still contemplating. It's like, you're not sure. And then the ones over here is like, it seems like it's more choices, it's more maybe opportunity over here. But there's also, it's also cloudy, which means you're not seeing it clearly. And there's a snake up under one of them cups. So what I'm getting is like, I'm hearing you ain't learned your lesson yet. So you may have been you know, really hurt people that you went hard for, and you still it's like you see the lesson that was being taught, but for some reason you're not fully on board with applying it to your life moving forward, like applying it to your decisions moving forward. What else? Spirit, can you clarify this Page of Pentacles in the reverse? Page of Pentacles in the reverse. That's funny. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like, yeah, you was giving, it was unequal give and take. We got this Ten of Wands and the Justice card. Yeah, if you don't take the journey, you gonna yeah, you're gonna regret that. I wanna see, yeah, consequences, injustice, inequity, imbalance, a need to take responsibility for your past actions. Let's see, Ten of Wands. Divided attention. Divided attentions. The oppression of martyrdom. Martyrdom. Letting go of someone else's expectations for yourself. A need to stand up for yourself. Like, what did I just say? If you don't make the decision that you know is right, you know what's right, you contemplating for like the plot. Like, you doing this shit, you doing it for the plot at this point. But if you don't make the decision to do what's best for you instead of everybody else, you are going to regret it. Once again, like, this is not a new scenario. Like, get off the what you call that thing that go round and round in a circle, and it's like you riding, like, most of the time it's like horses. It's not a Ferris wheel. It's like right on the tip of my tongue, my lord. Y'all know what I'm talking about. My Capricorns know exactly what I'm talking about. So let's not act. Okay, what else is going on with Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Node? Four of Pentacles in reverse. Magician. Clarify that Magician. Clarify that Magician. Damn. So many reversals. Everything that came out is in reverse except for the Hermit. Like, every single one is in reverse except for the Hermit. The Hermit is introspection, like taking that time by yourself. Like, I'm getting like this Magician energy. It doesn't feel like it's the collective energy. This feels like it's another person that's manipulating the situation. Because I'm not getting good. There's a video of a little girl. She's dressed up as a witch for Halloween, and he said, what are you for Halloween this year? She said, she's trying to say I'm a witch, but she's saying and he's like, are you a good witch or a bad witch? And she said, I'm a bad bitch. So, I don't know why that just popped up into my head. Like, okay, this is somebody, this Magician energy is giving me, and I feel like the only reason it came up in the upright is because they don't have no shame about it. Like, they loud and proud. Like, it's not giving me upright energy. You know what I mean? But it's like, they don't even hide what this is. Like, it's not even, like, it don't take rocket science. It don't take all that. And this person, there's a person around you that you have poured a lot into. This could be people, but I'm getting person around you that you have poured a lot into, that has stopped opportunities, that has stopped stopped you from pursuing certain ideas. They have stopped you from feeling yourself. You know, like trying to keep you humble. And one thing I always feel like anybody that try to keep you humble is not your friend, not your family, that's your enemy. Because if you look up the definition of humble, to be humble is to be of a low quality, low stature. Why would I want to do that? I always say nothing about me humble. I'm modest, absolutely. Modesty is very much a major key. However, I'm not humble. There's nothing humble about me, and I don't have any desire to be humble. The only person that can humble me is God Himself. Other than that, yeah, anybody around you should be trying to big you up. Like, they should want you to feel bigger and better about yourself. If you feeling yourself and feeling good about yourself and feeling like you that guy or you that girl makes anybody uncomfortable, those are not your people. Get away from them. And these are things that what I'm getting, because it's so funny how all these cards came out, right? In the reverse, but the Hermit came out in the upright. And it's like you've been thinking about these things. I'm hearing hindsight is 2020, like certain things that happened in the past, you sit back and think like, damn, like in the moment it seemed innocent, it may have seemed like a mistake, or it may have seemed like a coincidence, unrelated, but as time went on, you started to see a pattern with this particular person. Yeah, it's definitely time to let that go. I'm hearing Keisha Cole, let it go. So this could be your partner, like sleeping with the enemy for real, like blocking you from elevating. I'm hearing like they don't want you to get dressed up or look too good. If this is a friend, it could be like one of those friends that's like, they might tell you, oh yeah, it's a casual thing, and then y'all pop out and you dress casual and they're dressed up. Or like things that look real good on you go missing around them. I don't know, I'm getting that. This energy is giving me friend or lover. Okay, what else? Baby, they just love to fall on the floor. Chariot in reverse. Yeah, like you in this stagnant energy. Devil in reverse on the bottom. It's time to let it go. Ace of Swords. Swords is like ideas, thoughts. And it's like, with this Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Four of Cups, I'm feeling like in the Ace of Swords, I'm getting like, you're thinking about, oh, see, that makes a lot of sense. So you're thinking about all the time and effort that you put into this connection. And this happens a lot in relationships where it's like, we've been together for such and such amount of years and we've been through all of these things, and I didn't, I can't just throw 5 years down the drain, 3 years down the drain, 6, whatever, how many years down the drain, because we've been through all of this. So I done put so much time and effort into this, or I didn't build this person up to give them to somebody else. But it's like, babe, this is why you're in this Emperor in the reverse energy. You're making foolish decisions based off of absolutely nothing. Like, let me not say nothing. You're making it based off of something. There's obviously there's a reason why you're making these decisions. However, they're not based off of good merit. You get what I mean? They're based off of vanity-based things, like, the amount of time or effort you put into this person, or, I put them on and did so much for them. I'm getting kind of like an energy of you feel like you done did so much, they owe you something, and you don't want to walk away without getting what's owed to you. And so one thing you got to ask yourself is, what did you do it for? Because if you did it out the kindness of your heart, you don't expect anything back. Like, the general public does, I can't even say charity work, because sometimes they do it for a reason. But let's say you, a random person on the street, you give them some money, or you buy them some food or something, and you don't record it or anything like that. You just do it and keep going about your day. Are you not expecting them to, when he get up though, when he gets some money, he better come and, give me the money I gave him back, or, come take me out to eat. Like, you not expecting that, because you did it out the kindness of your heart. Like, you just keep it pushing. And that's really what that is. When you do something out the kindness of your heart, you don't expect anything back. Not even gratitude. You did it because that was what was in your heart to do. However, now this is something that I want to stress. Don't feel bad if you didn't do it out the kindness of your heart. Because if you expect something back, you didn't do it out the kindness of your heart. But it's nothing wrong with expecting a reciprocal relationship with anybody in your life. There's nothing wrong with that. But you have to be real about that. And once you get real about that, you then can clearly see, okay, this person, I'm not going to get that reciprocal relationship that I need. I need that. You got to go. Love you from over here. Love you from a distance type energy. And if you want to do something for out the kindness of your heart for them, then fine. But it won't put you in a position where you feeling dejected, and you feeling used, and you feeling just unappreciated and, you know, not considered. Yeah, you shouldn't keep relationships like that around you anyway. Like, you choose that for yourself. The people that you choose to have in your life, understand the things that they bring into your life, you are choosing that for yourself. And so there's absolutely nothing wrong with choosing a person that is going to give the same love and consideration and kindness and thoughtfulness that you give. There's nothing wrong with that. One more. Let's see. One more. What's going on with Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Node? Clarifying cards for the Hierophant. So the wheel's on the bottom of the deck. And what I'm getting is like, so you got the Hierophant, Seven of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. I'm getting that you've been seeing certain signs of what direction to go, or like confirming what it is that you already know in your heart you should do or you shouldn't do. And at first you may have been like, oh, that's crazy, that's a coincidence. But even when you were saying that, in the back of your mind, you're like, yeah, God is talking to me. And He is. And so following the signs and following these you know, moments of confirmation that you have been getting is going to lead you to, you know, planting the seeds of what God has in store for you. And I understand, like, not everybody may believe in God. So, you know, insert whatever you want to insert there for God. However, I know that there's a higher power, even if, you know, others don't acknowledge it. Get down. So you've been getting signs to go back to what it's like, maybe an old idea or old passion that you put down. And this will is like, I'm getting like, it's time to take the energy that you've been giving out, and it's time to put that into you. Put that into revitalizing that old dream. Because this Ten of Cups is giving me like childhood dream, or like I'm seeing like a little kid when they like, when I grow up, I want to be yeah. So it's like, it's not too late to do that. Like, you've been getting signs of it. to do it, or like you've been seeing it a lot more. Get down, down, down. Five of Pentacles. Yeah. It's been put in your face a lot more. And it's like you feeling like, damn, like I could have been this place, I could have been that place. You know, thinking about the what ifs. Oh, the wheel was on the bottom of the deck. I'm like, didn't I already see this? I'm sure that it was on the bottom of the deck now, it didn't came out. But it came out in reverse. And with this Page of Cups, it's like, listening to other people is not gonna, you know, it's gonna keep you stuck. And that's where they want you. What's the advice for Capricorn? Let's get some advice for Capricorn. Oh my God. Like half the deck just dropped out. What is going on? What is the advice for Capricorn? Let's see. I feel like it's in this deck here. I'm gonna take them all. This is a lot. This is a lot. I'm not gonna take them all. I'm gonna look at them all. Okay. That was a lot. So I'm getting like, I'm hearing it's okay to not be okay. You got this Four of Swords, you got the Eight of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Judgment, Knight of Swords. And for some reason with this Page of Wands, like I'm getting like a very childlike energy. Like I'm hearing R. Kelly, I Believe I Can Fly. Knight of Swords, Four of Swords. Okay, so what I'm getting off of this, and if this is the advice portion, it's time to, for one, recoup and recover. You done went through some mental abuse. Is abuse still? I'm getting like a lot of like mental abuse. And you have to acknowledge what you have gone through so that you can move past it. And then it's time to go. Like, not on some, oh, if you don't go by a certain time is up. Not like that. It's more so like, don't be afraid to take risks. Like, you don't have to be super over calculated. It's in the journey. Like, don't be so focused on the destination that you forget that it's the journey. You know, that's where the character is built. That's where the lessons are learned. That's where the wisdom and the experience is gained. You know, so don't be so over calculated that you are trying to skip the journey. Like, take risks, try different things. You know, put yourself out there in, you know, ways that is not commonly seen. But most importantly, go after your passion. Pour into you, pour into what it is that you want to do, what you love. Yeah. But also recover. And let's be clear. You cannot recover around the same person that wants to keep you down. So yeah, you're going to have to get away from them. And this Five of Pentacles just caught my eye as I was saying that. So I'm getting like, you may be sad about it for a second. But you will. I'm hearing, I don't even know who sings that. I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to live, I know I'll stay alive. I got all my life, yeah. I got all the, I will survive. Yeah, I don't know who sang that, but you will survive, baby. You will live. You will be alright. Okay? So, let's get a oracle card. Can I get a word of advice for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Node? Please and thank you. Two of them came out, but I'm only taking the one. Baby steps, action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. This is the one that I'm taking for you guys. Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. That baby steps is also relevant. Take action before, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Like I said, do not be so over calculated. Take the risk. Now, am I saying be completely reckless? No. However, you know, I'm getting the energy of like, it's only a risk because it's like you've never put yourself out there in that way. It's not like a risk like, oh, I could potentially, unalive myself by doing this. That's not the type of risk that I'm feeling like this is. This is more like a risk like, oh, but what if people don't like it? I'm getting, there was a video where the girl, she was like, what if I'm cringe? But what if I'm cringe? And then she's like, but what if what you put out there, what if somebody needs to see your themselves in your point of view, and you change their life with what you put out? That's very botched paraphrasing, but that's basically what she said, and it's so very true. So, planet Earth is a great initiation for the soul, and life lessons are the curriculum for which we enroll. These aren't one-time lessons, but themes we choose to circle around, deepening a carousel. That is so funny. On Cancer, could not get the word. No. It was for Capricorn. Carousel. Carousel. Being on a carousel. It's time to get off the carousel. Anywho. These aren't one-time lessons, but themes we choose to circle around, deepening our experience of them as we make our way through the spiral of life. Life lessons aren't only about getting it right. They're also about getting it wrong. Remembering that Earth is a planet of polarity helps with this understanding. Each year, the study deepens more and more. If you pull this card while you're going through a difficult time, you're being prompted to remember that your soul came here to grow and learn. Try not to look at difficult times as getting it wrong. Instead, see them as opportunities for soul growth. If you can find a way to grow and soften your heart through the highs and lows, your soul is most definitely growing, which is the whole point. Pulling this card can also mean that you're being called to embark on a new area of study or growth. This could be through structured learning, such as university, school, or a training course. If you're having difficulties in a relationship, you're being reminded that these are opportunities for soul growth. After all, relationships are known as the number one way we grow as souls while we're here on Earth. Starseed Soul Inquiry. How are you being called to grow or learn? Yes. And to add to that, there's a lot of times where we go through something and we miss the lesson because we're so focused on why me. And at some point, if you don't look at the lesson, you will continue to go through that same situation, and you'll be forever asking, why me? And it's because you haven't learned the lesson. And so if there's a certain cycle that you want to get out of, or you want to get off that carousel, you have to look at the lesson, like, what is life trying to teach you? And apply that to your life moving forward. That's very important. It's one thing, like, it's two parts. It's one thing to see the lesson. It's another thing to apply it to your life. And that takes discipline. That takes a lot of discipline and self-awareness. So it can be difficult. Sometimes we gaslight ourselves and, you know, talk ourselves out of certain things. But all in all, at the end of the day, it's not a loss if you learn something. And there's something to learn from everything. So even if, you know, there's been a person or people in your life who have treated you less than, put you in a difficult position, you know, kept you from opportunities, whatever, you learned what those kind of people look like, how they act, the red flags. But you've also learned how to maneuver with those people. You learn how to fall into their trap, and in turn, if you learn how to fall into a trap, you also are learning what to do to get away from, you know, that trap or avoid it. You just have to do it. You get what I mean? And it gets so much easier when it's people that you haven't put that time and that effort into. So if it's people that you put the time and effort into and it's difficult, once you get past that, the rest of it's a breeze. So with that, I'm out of here. Love you guys lots. Until next time.